Gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation that makes you doubt your own perception, feeling inadequate and defective. Gaslighting is rarely used as a single attack. Instead, it hides some other forms of aggression. Gaslighting is a toxic condiment for abuse and betrayal. The term gaslighting comes from the name of a theater play and a movie where a man manipulates his young wife. The woman notices that in the evenings, the lights in the house grow dim. This happens because her spouse turns on a gas light in another part of the house to search for hidden jewelry. However, the man assures her that everything is as it should be and that she is just going crazy. The same thing happens when you realize that your partner is cold and rude to you. You notice that the light in your relationship is dimming. When you tell him about this, he declares that he does not remember this conversation, that there wasn't such a conversation at all, or that you were too picky on ordinary phrases. You were angry because you remember how it really was. Then he declares that the aggressor is you because you throw tantrums from scratch. If such a thing happens once, you probably won't get hurt, since it is not so easy to confuse you. But if a person behaves so systematically, and this person is your partner, relative, or colleague, you gradually begin to believe that something is wrong with you. You stop trusting your own perception. After all, a colleague has just humiliated you in front of the whole team, and now he is sincerely surprised that this could draw your attention, and says that you are just taking everything too close to your heart. You saw your partner kissing another person, and you caught him in a lie. But till the end, he confidently and calmly insists on his version, that it was not him. Along the way, he adds that you are going crazy with groundless jealousy, and that it would not hurt you to see a psychiatrist. As a result, you feel guilty for your emotions because, according to the other part, nothing has happened. Does your inadequacy manifest itself exclusively in a relationship with a specific person who points you on this? Are the emotions that you experience with this person so strong that they scare you? Don't rush to visit a doctor. Most likely, you're facing gaslighting. Often, you remember well how it all happened and looked like, but the gaslighter is so calm and confident that you simply cannot believe that a person can lie so well. However, don't try to understand the gaslighter. Most of them are people with narcissistic traits who are prone to manipulation. They can really lie and insist on their insane versions in all the ways that you cannot even imagine. They have no qualms about it. Their goal is to avoid the consequences of their behavior, and they succeed in achieving it by misleading you over and over again. Their acting is Oscar-worthy, and their lack of empathy and remorse can cause confusion and horror. Making you unable to trust your emotions is an effective tactic to gain control over you. After all, relying on your fear, anger, resentment, and sadness helps you to understand that a violation of your boundaries, abuse, or something that you just simply don't like is happening. While being disconnected from this radar, you become highly susceptible to suggestion. And here is an important recommendation. If you are facing gaslighting, try to hold on to the reality and significance of your feelings to the last. And do not allow anyone to judge you. Someone else may ignore your feelings for their own benefits, but don't join them. Be on the side of yourself. You can endlessly argue on how was it for real, but it is pointless to deny that you are angry or upset because only you know this for sure. Feelings don't need special excuses or right reasons. They just exist. If your closest person constantly devalues your feelings, laughs at them, and refuses to discuss them, this is a sign that this person can be using gaslighting. If you doubt whether you experience gaslighting, or you really perceive and come up with something wrong, try to keep a diary or involve third parties so that they can examine the situation and your communication from the outside. Get the support of people and facts. But does it worth expecting that, being concerned, the gaslighter will admit his mistake? Very unlikely. Most importantly is that you understand this and no longer set store on lies and manipulations. reducing communication with the gaslighter if possible, and not backing down from your version of events. Finally, I would like to say that no psychiatrist diagnoses mental disorders solely by overreacting. Each person perceives the world in his own way and experiences feelings based on his own perception. It has nothing to do with mental illness, no matter what your partner says about it. However, an abusive relationship where a partner uses gaslighting can be so destructive indeed that it can cause depression or post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. And in this case, a psychiatrist gonna be indispensable.